Okay, so like any other parent, we have the same options that we have to make the same decisions that most parents have to make with kids, 6 year olds, and sometimes 16-year olds. Is that we have pizza, and pizza is not great, but that's what kids eat. But it doesn't mean that we have to eat it, especially when since we're inside and we want to make good choices. So we have to say no sometimes. Most times, sometimes I eat pizza, but not every day. Okay, so here's how I set my meals up. We're gonna keep it real simple. As you can see, everybody should have a scale. This is my scale. Now, if you don't know what a serving size is or what something weighs, you need to have a scale. I mean, other than that, you are just guessing. All right. So once I get my scale, I kind of put my foil. You can use plastic or cling because it's the only way you'll know what the serving size is gonna be. Okay. Let's say I want some rice. I know that I want a meal probably around 500, 600 calories because I'm going to eat maybe 3 times a day, depending on who you are and what you're doing. So, how do I know how much rice I need? Well, I need maybe like a cup or half a cup. So, for me, my rice is again, I'm filming this myself, so bear with me a little bit. You got to measure your rice out. How else would you know, right? How else do you know? That is 2.2 ounces. That is 3.5 ounces. And then I'll go a little bit more, and that is 5 ounces. Okay, so I know that's almost 5 ounces right there. How do I know how much ounces I need to get? I go here, I check my app. This is my Lose It app. You can do any app that you want, and that is 5 ounces. 5 ounces is 184 calories with 40 grams of carbohydrates. Now, it's probably a little bit more than most people need to eat, depending on what they want to do. Maybe they want to eat twice a day, then that's okay. Maybe they want to eat 3 times a day. I don't recommend rice 3 times a day, but that's what it is. So here we go. We got 5 ounces of rice. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm making this. This is kind of rough shot for now. Now I need my protein. Okay, well, what do I got? I've got my protein. I've got some beef with some onions, and I'm gonna put that on there. Again, I'm kind of going hardcore here. So that's my beef. So what do I have? I have 3.9, almost 4 ounces of ground beef. So how do I know what's in that? Let's see. I'm gonna save my rice. I'm gonna check my app. I'm gonna do 4 ounces of beef, and that is gonna give me 0 carbs, 29 grams of protein, and 17 grams of fat. So I'll take that. Okay, so that's 3.9, almost 4 ounces. I could probably do 6 ounces, maybe 8. That's all right, but I'll take that for now. I add it in there, and then what I do is I have my veg, and since vegetables have lots of fiber in it, and there is tons of carbohydrates in it, but when I say tons of carbohydrates, it has fibrous carbohydrates in it. I don't really count the calories on it because it's minimal and it's lots of fiber. So what I do is I give myself an unlimited or a copious amount of Brussels sprouts. This could be spinach. It could be broccoli, cauliflower, whatever you want. Okay, so that's a pretty good helping. So that's a pretty good size helping. Now, if I would have, without weighing it, if I go to my app and I log and I do vegetables, that is if I do 6 ounces of vegetables, it'll probably be less than 20 grams of carbohydrates, maybe 15. Okay, so I would probably do a little bit less rice, and that is a 600 calorie meal right there. Okay, 600 calories, but the key is here, That's a pretty good size. But the key is here, if you don't know what you're doing, you have to get a scale. You have to weigh. You have to know what your measurements are. Otherwise, you're gonna be guessing. And that is a pretty good size serving of food. That's about 600 calories. I would probably add just maybe 2 ounces more protein. It could be chicken. It could be a chicken breast, 8-ounce chicken breast. It could be 8 ounces of beef, and that would be good. Now, here's the kicker. Here's what you need to know. The last thing would be fat. A tablespoon of olive oil. If you drizzle a tablespoon of olive oil on top of everything, that is literally going to be 14 grams of fat, and that is almost 100 calories. So if you add fat, which includes any salad dressings, okay, you need to know that you're adding about 100 grams of fat to that, and that is it's an important deal to remember. Okay, so this is how I choose. This is how I basically prepare my meals. I've been doing this for a long time, so I don't need to weigh all my meals. I can eyeball things, but this is what a meal should look like: a 500-600 calorie meal. This is pretty filling, and if depending on what I'm doing, I may eat this 3 times a day, 4 times a day, but I'm very active. You might eat this 2 or 3 times a day. 500 to 600 calories, 3 times a day is 1,500 calories, which is probably a good place for most people to be. All right. So I hope this helps. There'll be more tips on food coming your way, and I hope you enjoy.